All right, guys, I'm pretty excited about this one. We get a lot of scan tool review requests from all kinds of manufacturers. And to be honest with you, I'm not particularly too excited about them because most of them are pretty much the same thing. And we would just be doing scan tool reviews ad nauseum if we did even a quarter of the requests we get. But I am a little bit excited about this one because it's from XTOOL. If XTOOL sounds familiar, it's because a couple of years ago, I did a review of an XTOOL tablet. As a matter of fact, this one right here, which I actually keep at all times in my Ford Bronco. This is the XTOOL D7, and again, I do have a review of this on my regular channel, and this is what I keep at all times in my Ford Bronco when I'm out, just in case somebody calls and I'm caught off guard and I don't have time to go home and get my professional scan tool or whatever, and it's more than enough that I can probably get by. And what this is again one of those scan tools that plugs into the ALDL, but you operate it off your phone. However, this is pretty much supposed to be a clone of the D7. I don't think it's got the immobilizer capabilities and everything, but it does have bidirectional control, so XTOOL tells me, and I'm pretty excited about this because I really do like my D7. So we are going to go ahead and plug this into the car, set up the software on my iPhone, and let's see how it works. All right, unboxing, it's pretty much really simple. We've got a quality certificate card, which also has your registration code and information so that you can connect the unit to your phone. Looks like we got a little card here for their Amazon page. We'll put a link to this exact tool if you're interested, and then you got your tool pretty much. There's no instructions or anything. Basically, you'll just do the QR codes based on your type of phone that you have. I have an iPhone. I'm going to go ahead and set up. Okay, one of the things I noticed when I plugged my XTOOL module into the ALDL, it does show a voltage output, which is kind of cool. All right, bringing up the software, check that out. That is an absolute replica of the screen from the D7, so I'm pretty excited. I've already gone ahead and done all my updates and everything. There were a number of updates to do, and it did take a little bit of time, almost half an hour for it to fully update, but we're good to go. Actually, what we're going to do, just going to close the door to stop that binging sound, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to auto scan here. We can see that it picked up the car right away. Very good. We're just key on, engine off right now. And what we're going to do, one thing I am able to do because this runs from my phone, is we can project it onto the television screen. Have Vicky zoom in on that so you get a nice, clear, glare-free picture. Okay, we're going to hit automatic scan. We can see that it's scanning. This I can tell you so far looks exactly like my XTOOL D7. The idea of having the D7 now at all times with me on my phone is pretty cool. Okay, as we can see, it scanned all the modules. It actually did that fairly quickly. We cut to save a little bit of time here, but it actually did that in probably about 20 seconds. All right, let's go to the engine control module here. And first of all, we notice right here, we've got actuator tests. That means we've got bidirectional control. Obviously, I'm pretty excited. I want to go right there. Whoa! All right, this is pretty impressive. I'm pretty sure this is what we would get on the D7. Let's go ahead and try some of this. I'm going to start the car. One of the things that I liked about the XTOOL D7 was the interface. You can see it's just really intuitive, and it's big buttons even for the cell phone, and it's just easy to choose things. We're going to go to engine speed here, and we're going to increase the engine speed, and we can hear we can absolutely control it. Gonna hit release control, and that puts us back. Okay, so far, I'm having a pretty good time. All right, we're gonna go to the throttle sweep now, and let's push the gas pedal down a little bit, and I can tell you it's immediately responsive as I'm pushing that pedal down. Now also remember, this is a drive-by-wire system, so I should be able to hit this increase button, and we can see that I can increase throttle 1 unit at a time here through the scan tool. We're going to go to live data here. This is another thing that I kind of liked about the D7 is that you got so many PIDs nowadays. If we were to just choose engine data, we would just have millions of PIDs. So being able to segment these like fuel system data, fuel trim data, things like that, I actually find to be kind of helpful. I'm just going to go ahead and do engine data anyway, just to see. And look at all the PIDs that we have here, 72 of them on this particular car. Okay, what we want to do now is show some of the graphing capability here. We're going to choose accelerator, pedal position here, versus engine RPM, wherever that is. Okay, we're going to zero in on those two PIDs, and we're going to graph these. Going to hit combine. And again, one of the things that I like about this too is I can control my X and Y axes here. We can see to zoom in more or less. All right, start the car up here. And we can adjust our axes here to zoom in. All right, I can tell you that it's instantaneous. There is no delay. The instant I touch the throttle, I can see the response on my phone. Absolutely amazing. And look at the quality of the graph too, and the fact that I can zoom in on it, change my x-axis, change my y-axis like that. One of the best things that I liked about my D7, and here it is on my phone at like a third of the price. Pretty amazing. All right, let's exit out of that. All right, backing out to our home screen here, one of the things I want to do is go to special function, and we can see that we've got a ton of bidirectional control features on the special functions. We can do a throttle adaptation reset. If you did any throttle body work or whatever, we can reset TPMS. We can reset the service light, the oil change light. If you've got a battery monitoring system, which this car I believe has, you can reset battery monitoring. It looks to me like there is no immobilizer function on this. So that is so far the only difference that I'm detecting from my D7. See if there's any. No, it clearly does not have the immobilizer and key program function, so there's no programming capability, but there are a number of reset capabilities here. For a tool like this off my phone, this is just outstanding. All right, I'm going to go back to the diagnostic here. And again, we can get enhanced parameters. One thing that I do like about the tool too, we can go to just the generic OBD. We know from my main channel this is very important for doing accurate diagnostics so that you don't get default data and you can actually see the actual sensor data. So that's a really nice function as well. But in the enhanced parameters, you can see you can talk to every single module on the car here. Let's go to the body control module. Mechanical, we're going to go to actuator tests. Let's go to Windows. I'm going to go to driver window, and I'm going to push up. And This is absolutely a clone of my D7, which I really do like. All right, guys, the XTOOL A30M, I believe it's called the Anyscan. Yes, Anyscan. I am really, really, really impressed with this. This is basically my D7 on my phone for like a third of the price. Absolutely outstanding. I am very grateful to XTOOL for sending this for us to review. And this is absolutely going to be staying with me now in my Hellcat, I guess, because I'd like to have the equivalent of the XTOOL in both of my cars, and now I do. All right, we're going to put a link to this XTOOL model that we demonstrated in the video description. Also, please remember, help support the channel so we can continue with doing these top quality products, because this is a winner right here. I am thrilled with this thing. We want to bring you more of this, and the more subscribers that we have and the more views we have, the more leverage we have with suppliers to bring you better quality content. So please like and subscribe, and also comment if you liked this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.